Hello and welcome to the Rabyd Atheist. I'm Rabyd, a former pastor turned atheist, now a compassionate anti-theist. That's going to be it for today. I'm not even going to give my normal spiel or a membership shout out other than to say thanks members for supporting my videos. Today I'm kind of pressed by the situation to talk about the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. As somebody who has a poli-sci degree, I kind of look at these things, and the history of the presidency is kind of a personal interest of mine to an extent, but my main issue has been what presidential powers they've had. But enough waffling here. What do I know about this guy that tried to kill the president? One, he's 20 years old. He's a registered Republican. He's young, as I said, 20 years old. I don't think he has any military training. I would echo with a lot of other commentators. The AR-15 and AR style rifle is very popular because it has a lot of ways to modify it, so you know that it can be personally modified for your shooting style and your own personal tastes and style that are aesthetic and things like that. A lot of the modifications to the rifle are just aesthetics. They don't do much. It's picked because it's cheap, it's easy to manufacture, and it's very reliable. Very reliable gun. That's why it's very popular. It's also fairly accurate, and at that range, should have been very accurate. Now, a lot of people are speculating that he missed on purpose, that this was staged. I know that Donald Trump has staged events in the past, like throwing tear gas into a peaceful crowd of protesters to make a point, but none of those things ever all involve personal risk to himself. And I'm fairly certain he's not the kind of person that would have trusted his father to shoot an apple off of his head with an arrow, okay, is what I'm saying. You have to have a great deal of trust in the accuracy of who you're dealing with, and I am fairly certain that Donald Trump would not have had trust in the accuracy of an untrained 20-year-old on the corner of a roof. And I think that's why he missed. There's a couple of factors. One, I don't think he's that trained. Maybe he knew how to shoot, maybe he's gone to a gun range, but there's a difference between that and actually receiving training on how to fire a gun. It's a very different process. He's excited, full of adrenaline. You have to take that into account when you're shooting. You have to take account of your breathing. And once you start firing the weapon, the kickback is going to make any shot that you take afterwards less, accurate as far as hitting the target you're intending to hit. The one shot, one kill rule is an accuracy statement. Okay, the idea is to hit the target accurately the first time, and so there's that event with it. So that's kind of what we're dealing with here. I also think that the wind or whatever environmental factors, vision, light can play tricks on you with your eyes. So you have to. A good sniper will tell you that there's a multitude of factors that you have to account for. And this is just a young man full of adrenaline, with an adrenaline rush, shooting at a target, which he did manage to hit, but not lethally. And then firing into a crowd where it's, the bullets are basically whom it may concern. And you have a father who basically sacrifices himself to save his family. Two other people are wounded. You got 2 people dead, Donald Trump wounded. I don't think it's a staged event. I don't think Donald Trump would do that. He would not put himself into that kind of risk. He would not have that kind of trust. I don't think it's a Democrat ploy. I don't think it's any of that. I think what you have is a very young man disillusioned about something or trying to go out in a blaze of glory. There's a reason why we recruit young people into the military, okay? Because they don't, the older you get, the more the blaze of glory thing doesn't appeal to you. There's a reason why, like the ancient Vikings had the whole Valhalla thing. That appeals to somebody who's very young, to die in a blaze of glory and go straight to feasting, drinking, and, effing your way into eternity. And that appeals to a lot of people. And so, maybe this kid just didn't feel he was anything, and now his name will be remembered, okay, as somebody who tried to kill somebody, and he's in the history books. So I'm not sure if there's a political motivation here. Now, the thing is, both sides will use it for political hay. there's always this, tension moment. How long before we start the conspiracy theories? Now, conspiracy theories have already started from the nuts jobs and the whack jobs already, but that's kind of the way it is. But the political mechanizations about the assassination, both sides are going to try to figure out how to spin this to their advantage. Trust me, it's going to be kind of a sick and twisted thing because we have a body of a dead father, basically, that we're all going to stand on to make political hay, and it's kind of a sick and twisted thing that we do in politics. It's why I'm neither a Democrat nor a Republican, because both of these sides are just crap when it comes to how they deal with the ethics of it. So, I don't know. It's a sad, tragic day for the family. I'm not going to send you thoughts and prayers on an atheist. I think that's a useless gesture. I think somebody should set up an account to help the family of this father. I'm sure the government is going to compensate them for their loss, and the Secret Service is going to be footing the bill for some stuff here too, because that's just the way it is. But I don't think this is a political thing. I think it's either a blaze of glory, trying to be somebody when you feel like you're nothing. It really has that feel of it to me. And it does kind of call into question, the Secret Service is going to analyze what it did in this event and what it can do in the future to prevent it. Probably, basically, if you can stand on the stage and see a high point that somebody could shoot from, you should probably have somebody that check that out and be there when the speech starts, okay? Because just because you check it out and make sure that nobody can use it doesn't mean that it can't be used. The fact of the matter is this could have been a death blow to Donald Trump. It could have literally killed him. I don't think it's a politically motivated thing. I think we have a young man that's very disturbed. It's a mental health question, as always. This strikes me as a young man that's probably just very disturbed and unfortunately ended his life. He knew the moment he fired those shots that there was only one answer to him. An attempted assassin is only treated one way by the Secret Service and by law enforcement at that point, and that's fatal. Okay, you're shooting at somebody, we're going to shoot you and stop you. So he knew that. He knew that that's what was going to happen. And so, people, they killed him to hush him up. No, that's standard operating procedure. And so you need to get that out of your mind too. So that's kind of where I'm at with it, and you can take it for what it's worth, but I kind of had to do this video instead of doing what I had planned on doing because I knew that nobody was going to pay attention to anything else for a couple days. So see y'all Tuesday for the Bible study, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more as we know more. So thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you like, share, and subscribe, and you guys have a great day. And as always, live your best life. You only get one go around, and then it's over, like this father. So make sure you're giving all your time, money, and opportunities to the people you love and care for to make this a better world and to build up yourself. And you'll be happier if you do. And as always, thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you next time.